There were many names for humans in the outer colonies. Some flattering, most not. To the Curry, a proud and warlike species of jungle hunters, they were called softskins. Easy prey. Slow, fragile, without fangs or claws. No natural armor. No venom. Nothing that would make them worthy warriors. Zara had heard the tales and laughed. Her first chance to hunt one came when a human research ship crash-landed on Eben 6, a death world wrapped in dense mist and coiled vines. The world where the Curry youth came of age, alone, armed only with instinct and courage. To survive it was to prove oneself as a predator. And now there was a human stranded there. Perfect. She tracked him for 2 days, watching from the treetops. He moved differently than she expected, not clumsy but cautious. His name from the beacon's logs was Elias Cade, a research technician. No military background. That suited her just fine. She stalked closer, her thermal vision marking his heat signature against the cool of the jungle floor. He set traps to catch insectoid creatures and used smoke to keep away the predatory wing wasps. Clever tricks. Not bad for a prey species. She licked her fangs, tail twitching behind her. Her muscles were coiled, her armor-tight skin gleaming under the filtered sunlight. She would leap down, pin him and mark him. No weapons. No gadgets. Just dominance. He paused below her, kneeling at a stream. Zara pounced with a growl, claws outstretched. But the human moved. He spun and sidestepped in one clean motion, faster than she expected. She crashed into the mud and rolled, stunned for a half-second. Her claws sliced empty air. Then she felt it. 2 strong arms wrapped around her waist from behind, lifting her clean off the ground. "Gotcha!" he growled in her ear. Zara froze. Not from fear. From shock. No one had ever manhandled her like that. Her breath caught as she felt his strength. Not just brute force but control. She kicked backward, hissing, and he let go just before she could land a blow. She spun to face him, crouching, muscles rippling. Elias stood calmly, mud-streaked, but alert. His dark eyes didn't show fear, just something like curiosity. Amusement. "You're not a local," he said. Zara blinked. "You're not afraid of me." "Should I be?" "You're prey," she snapped. "Funny," he said, rubbing a sore shoulder. "I was about to say the same about you." Zara's pupils narrowed to slits. Interesting. They met again the next day. This time she didn't attack. She watched him rebuild his shelter after a night storm flattened it. She dropped from a tree and landed with a thud beside him. "You're strong for prey," she said. He looked up, still tying branches. "You again. You don't run. Don't scream. Most beings scream when they see a curry." Elias shrugged. "I've worked with worse. Worse than me. Worse than someone pretending to be a predator, maybe." Zara bared her fangs in a grin. "You're lucky I'm in a good mood." "Lucky me," Elias muttered. She watched him work, puzzled. No armor, no venom sacs, no claws. And yet he was surviving. Not dominating the environment but adapting to it. "You are strange," she said. "And you're kind of annoying." She tilted her head. "Do you not fear death?" "I do. That's why I prepare for it." His words made her quiet. That night she stayed close. Not in his shelter, but nearby. Listening to the quiet breathing of a species she thought she understood. By the 5th day they were hunting together. Zara discovered something terrifying. She liked being near him. Elias didn't act like prey. He didn't act like a predator either. He was something else. He used tools and strategy, thought 2 steps ahead, and could match her speed when running through thick brush. He shared dried meat without hesitation. He complimented her aim when she skewered a six-eyed jungle hare. "Not bad for a curry," he teased. "You mock me. Only when you earn it." They joked often. She even showed him her tribal scars, something sacred to her people. When he asked if he could touch them, she expected a clumsy hand. But his fingers traced them slowly, respectfully, across her shoulder blades. "Beautiful," he said softly. She'd felt heat in her chest then, a fire she didn't have a name for. On the 8th day, they were ambushed by a pack of razor beasts, six-limbed predators with hide tougher than steel bark. Zara lunged into the fight with ferocity, clawing and slashing, but they kept coming. Elias took a blow to the ribs but stabbed one through the eye with a jagged spear. She was knocked flat by another. Her vision blurred. Then Elias tackled the beast off her and beat it to death with a rock. His knuckles bled. His chest heaved. He turned to her and for a second, just a second, his hands shook. But his eyes burned like twin suns. "Are you okay?" he asked, voice rough. She nodded, dazed. Why would you do that? You think I'd leave you?" She looked up at him, mud and blood painting his jawline. "You're not prey," she whispered. That night, she didn't go to her tree. She stayed by his side, beneath the repaired shelter. Neither spoke for a while. Then, just as he was drifting to sleep, she whispered, "Elias. Yeah. I was raised to believe humans were weak, unworthy of respect." He turned to face her. "And now?" She leaned closer, claws resting near his arm. Her slit-pupiled eyes glowed faintly in the dark. "Now I can't stop thinking about you grabbing my waist and growling." He choked on a laugh. "You make it sound like I planned it." "I liked it," she said, voice lower. "No one's ever done that. No one's ever dared. It was thrilling." Elias didn't move. Then very slowly, he reached out and rested his hand on her waist. Zara tensed, but didn't pull away. "I can be a bit more deliberate this time," he murmured. Her breath caught. Then his fingers flexed, possessive, and he leaned in close. She shivered, not from fear. He growled, "Ugh," right against her ear. Zara bit her lip and let out a noise that surprised them both. They woke in each other's arms. Curry don't usually bond. But she had. And he didn't resist it. The beacon on Elias's wrist finally blinked green. Rescue would arrive in 3 hours. Zara felt a twinge of panic. "What happens when they come?" she asked. "You mean when my crew finds me cuddling a 6-foot alien girl with claws?" She bared them playfully. "You make it sound scandalous." "Oh, it'll be scandalous." She laughed. But then her smile faded. "My people will never accept this. They will say I was claimed by prey." Elias touched her jaw gently. "Do you think that?" "No, not anymore. I think I was hunting the wrong thing." He grinned. "And what did you catch?" She leaned in and kissed him, slow and deliberate. "A human worth changing for." When the rescue dropship arrived, Zara stood beside Elias without hiding. The crew froze at the sight, guns half drawn. Elias held up a hand. "She's with me." No one spoke for a moment. Then someone muttered, "Damn." He tamed a curry. Zara grinned, revealing sharp fangs. "You think I've been tamed?" The crew looked nervously at Elias. He wrapped an arm around her waist, pulled her close, and said just loud enough, "No. But I did grab her waist and growl." Zara purred beside him. And everyone realized the truth. She had come to Eben 6 thinking herself the predator. But in the end, it was the human who hunted her heart and claimed it.